Hello students, this video will go over the steps for how to add color to your flower paintings using Kleki. This video assumes that you have already completed the contour line drawing of this assignment. So if you have not completed that part, please stop this video. Go back and watch the how-to video on how to do the contour line outline of your artwork. This video will only focus on color, so at the end you should have a flat flower or natural object that has any evidence, no shading, no texture. It is just about color and main colors. So with that, let's get into Kleki and go over the steps. So the first thing I do want to just mention is you should always have your outline on a separate layer from your reference photo. So in this artwork, actually I have two reference photos. I have the outline and the flower photo on two separate layers, which is great. And I'm going to start by actually just making a new layer, double clicking on layer name and changing it to say color. Rename. And then I will put that layer in between my reference photo and my outline. So this way, if I brush on the layer that says color, it will go behind the outlines and I can erase that independently of my outline, so I don't have to worry about messing up the photo. If you draw directly onto the photo, you'll have a hard time erasing the photograph later. If you draw on the outline, any damage or changes that you do to the outline will become permanent and you may have to redraw the outline. So please always be working on separate layers. So I'm going to make sure I'm on my color layer with my picture turned up to a 100% and a hard brush or pen brush turned up pretty big. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start to kind of sample the middle color. Even though each petal has a bunch of different colors, I'm going to kind of choose the main colors. So for the most part, it's light. Maybe I'll do kind of like a medium pink here. And then I'll do the same thing for this dark orange or dark yellowish orange and then light yellowish orange. So now I've got the colors that I'm going to choose. I'll make my brush a little smaller. And what I like to do is I just like to kind of, with my picture still turned up to 100, if I right click on this color, it will turn into an eyedropper and sample that color. If you don't have a mouse, you want to hold down the Alt button to get to that eyedropper, and then you just click and you can sample colors. So I'll pick this color and I'm going to kind of just put little actually, I'm going to use dots. I'm going to put little dots into the petals that I'm going to use with that color. Then I'll put little dots into the petals that I'm going to color with this one. And if you do this right, like it's almost hard to see what colors you're coloring because it's like everything blends together. But, oh, wrong color. Boom, boom. And I'll also do the same thing here and here. And maybe I'll get like a dark green and put that dark green like here. So now I'm going to turn my photo way down. So like barely there. I think I picked the wrong yellow here. I want the light yellow. And I'm going to get up close and personal. I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to just start to take whatever color I have here and just fill that petal with that color. So for this part, the process is pretty straightforward. I'm just coloring in the lines. If I go over the edge like I did just there, remember the shortcuts for eraser tool is E for eraser and B for brush. So I'm just moving around do a little brushing. If I need to make an eraser, I press E and I do a little erasing. And then to move around while you're zoomed in like this, you press the space bar to get the little hand icon to move around. So with that, I'm going to kind of speed up the video and meet you back here when I'm finished outlining. So I'm just... All right, so that is it. I just wanted to show again, as I was working, I noticed a couple of things that will help you with this assignment. If I turn this photo off, you can really see. Again, I haven't focused on shading. What I end up doing a lot of is sampling colors with the right click button or the alt click. And then the other shortcut key that I use a lot is the two brackets to make my brush size either bigger or smaller. That will really help you from having to go back and forth to the toolbar to make that brush bigger. The other thing is different people have different styles of working. Some people like to do all of the big areas of color first and then touch up the details. Other times you like to do the bigger areas. I like to sometimes do the borders first and then fill in the inside. But either way, that is how you would paint your flower. Now, if I want to get rid of those color swatches over here, I'll just make an eraser that's pretty big and just kind of erase those off of my layer. Next video, we'll get into how to do textures and shading, because looking at this flower, there's actually a lot of variations in the shades of pink, so that are going to help to really bring out the texture and make each petal look like they are round. So with that, please email me if you have any questions. Otherwise, I hope everybody's safe and well and have a great day.